this may not be the end of this conversation because, according to our friends at Caesars Sportsbook, the Warriors are the favorites to win next season's championship, followed closely by the Nets and the Celtics. I know, CJ, you would like to see the Pelicans on there.
Yeah, and where are the Pelicans?
Well, I mean, if Zion is fully healthy, then you never know. Maybe they belong somewhere in that. But here's the question I want to ask you, Timmy Legler. Being there on Thursday night and covering it all as we did, it felt like the climax of something. But do you think we will actually look back at what happened this year as the middle of something? Are we just in the midst of a dynasty and this Warriors team is nowhere near done yet?
Oh, I absolutely think this is the middle. I personally believe that they're going to win another championship, at least one more. I look at the performance of Steph and Klay and Draymond this year. I look at Klay Thompson, I say, it's not like that was a matter of age, why he was so inconsistent. That was a matter of missing 3 years. I think physically he is still a guy that's going to find his consistency again and still be a great basketball player going forward. Steph Curry obviously doesn't look like he has really slowed down much at all. That was some of the best basketball of his career we just watched. Draymond Green, the things that he does, those things are going to travel well as he gets older into his career. And then I look at the rest of these guys. You added a bunch of youth to the equation now. You've got Andrew Wiggins very much in his prime and now playing with a confidence level he never had before. And he's a two-way player now for the first time in his career. I look at guys like Kuminga, Jordan Poole, Moses Moody, James Wiseman. They're just infusing more young talent into this mix and this style of play that, to me, is going to lend itself to winning more championships. So I think very much we are in the middle of it. Now, listen, will they get it done and get it over the finish line? Who knows? A lot of things have to go right. I just know that this team is going to be in the mix for the next couple of years at least in terms of winning more championships, and I believe they will actually win at least one more championship.
I know this is a complicated matter for you as a rival, a competitor, but what do you think?
Personally, I hope that the Pelicans are winning championships in the next few years, but I think Tim is right. He's spot on. Obviously, you look at Steph Curry, right? Face of the franchise, all-world player. He's a galaxy. He's a planet, whatever description you want to use for him. He makes them go, and he's virtually unstoppable. And I think this last championship put him in rare air. You talked about being your own bus driver. Mm-hmm. He's rode on buses. He's driven buses, and now he basically owns the bus.
He owns the bus, yes. It's his bus.
I think they're positioned really well for the next 3 to 5 years. Obviously, look at their roster from top to bottom. It starts with Steph, Klay, Dre. But you look at the passing of the torch. You got Jordan Poole. Somebody who's probably going to get paid this summer, right? He's going to be on under contract for a while. You got Andrew Wiggins, who's probably going to be under contract for a while. You look at the rest of the young guys they drafted. They got a kid who was a top 3 pick who hasn't played all year. Mm-hmm. That tells you how deep they are. And you look at 2 key factors, right? Steph Curry is always going to be able to do what? Shoot.
Oh, yeah.
Klay Thompson's always going to be able to shoot, right? That doesn't age. Maybe the lift's not the same, maybe the quickness isn't the same, but the way they play on and off the ball with split post cuts, Draymond, he's banging. He's always going to be able to use his mind. He's always going to be able to defend. He's always going to have that motor. Those are the type of things that travel well and age well, in which you think the Warriors, scary. It's scary because they're going to be good for quite some time.
Yeah, they have to keep that group together. Tim, quick final word on that. They've got, Wiggins is talking about getting a bag, and Jordan Poole's talking about getting a bag, and you can't give everybody a bag, but if...
Oh, they can.
Can they?
They can.
You have to be... Yeah, as long as they don't have a trouble, if they don't run out of bags, they're going to be really dangerous, right, Timmy?
Hey, Greeny, listen, they have a bus, right? There's not room for a lot of bags on a bus. That's all I'm saying. When you got a bus... And we keep talking about this. By the way, I heard you guys a second ago talking about, driving the bus and whatever. I think Steph Curry built the damn bus. I would not be shocked if you see him on one of those mechanic dollies, right, rolling out from under the bus with grease all over him because he just changed the oil on that thing. He details the bus. It's his bus. And this bus still looks pretty darn good to me. And I think, listen, you're right, it's complicated. It's difficult to pay everyone. But I do think that's not something necessarily that's going to rear itself here in the next couple of years. I think they're going to have some guys now that are going to join their rotation going forward. It's not their time to get that bag yet, and that's going to help them tremendously when I talk about guys like Wiseman and Kuminga, Jordan Poole in particular.
And one more important point to make, because you just made me think of it. The team that Stephen Curry joined, the franchise he joined, was not this. The Golden State Warriors are now the glamour franchise in the sport that everybody wants to be a part of. They were a forgotten franchise when Steph got there. So when you say he literally built it from the ground up, I think that's as true as it can possibly be. All right. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.